YouTube. Hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to come in and do a short live with you guys. Usually, I have my lights on in my bedroom, the big bright lights, the regular light bulbs. But tonight I thought, it kind of looks neater like this to get that bright light out and just more of a chill atmosphere. Um, I have a thumbnail to put on here, but it's giving me trouble right now. There we are. There we are. We got it. But I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing well. Um, put the thumbnail on here. And we're, talking, chatting. So this is kind of a funny picture I found. It's just, it's got a little humor in it. So, yeah, here at the Brown household, that is my last name. Like I said, my real name is Anthony, but I go by Tony. So it's Tony Brown. And I'm waiting here at the Brown household for the first of the month so I can get that nice computer, so I can rent that nice computer from Aaron's. Then we can start doing the trail cam really quick. And then I'm going to work on doing the reaction uh, parts of the channel. So let's go over here because I can't see your comments if you're there. Because I got to get this stuff settled right here. Okay, we need live chat, not top chat. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go down. Anybody said hi yet? Not yet. Okay. So, guys, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. If you guys do watch and you are not subscribed and you enjoy the content, if you could subscribe, that would be great. Throw in a like if you want to. Be sure and just tap the notification bell where you can know when I'm going live. Now, right now, I know it's not the most entertaining, and my apologies for that, but it's going to get a lot better, guys. Going to get a lot better. Or gooder. That's my redneck term I made up. Not better, it's getting gooder. So that's my redneck name I made up for better. Yeah. So hope you guys are doing well. We got somebody on here. We got Maria. Well, hello to you, Miss Maria. Thank you for coming on. Let me see here. Meow. I like that. Hello, Meow. Hello, Maria Camacho. I think I'm saying that right. Guys, this channel is in the progress of really, we're about to do some really fun stuff. I got night vision trail cam footage coming. We're going to do reaction videos. So now there's a lot of videos on here. I would definitely check out the playlist. We have a big old playlist, and there's some cool videos on here. There's something for everybody, I would say. You gonna make me famous, Meow? Well, you know what? I might let you do that. Here's the thing. It's like I'm one of those people that I don't care to be famous or like filthy rich. I just want to live a more comfortable life, To subscribe to you. Yes. Well, you're doing your part to get me rich. That's what you're doing. You're amazing. So a little bit about me, maybe you guys don't know. I've been in a wheelchair for like 15 years. I have limb-girdle muscular dystrophy. And a lot of other things that we'll talk about that stuff later. But that's, so yeah, I'm in one of them. I'm 49 years old. Now, when I have a hat on, I don't quite look my age, but like with the gray hair, you can, but you can get gray hair in your 20s. I didn't know that. So, a question to you guys: have any of you watched the new Captain America movie? I've heard it is, especially what the young man said on stage. He was talking about how America doesn't seem right for Captain America. I almost I wanted to faint. I was like, "Are you kidding me right now?" Captain America, guys, if you don't know, has been around since 1940. 1940. Now, I don't think the movie did too good in the box office. I haven't checked it out, but I don't think so. A lot, a lot. I know for sure 4 to 5 Marvel movies have not done good. No, have you seen the Wild Robot or one, two? I did see. I have seen Moana, but not Moana 2, um, or the Wild Robot. We got here. We got. Sorry, I'm working with this crazy computer of mine. Yeah, I've got a new laptop I'm going to get. This one is about to just die on me, and it sucks. Nice to see you. Nice to see you as well. Thank you for coming to the live stream. It won't be a really long one, but I want you guys to know that I'm thinking about you and I'm here, But yeah, definitely, it's going to be cool. You're gonna see night vision of. We're gonna have deer, coyote, raccoons, raccoons, all kinds of night animals. The deer come out in the daytime here, and we're gonna be doing reaction videos as well. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do them on. I love music, but I'm not gonna do music reactions because there's too much risk of copyright. Favorite color is blue. Favorite color. This is like a navy blue here. Now, my favorite holiday, which you didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you, is Halloween. As you can tell by my shower curtain right there. This is not the biggest place. This is like my central place to do this. See, hi to you too. Thank you for coming to the stream. I'm trying to get the chat to go over so I can see. I'm missing some stuff here. There we go. Alfie, oh, come on, computer, wait on a minute. You're killing me. What is going on? This is nuts. Yeah. Literally, I'm trying to scroll to the left and it won't let me. It's like, you love Halloween. Awesome. And Christmas. Yes, I am a Christmas man too. I love Christmas. I really do. Halloween is just the top of the heap to me. I'm 49, but I'm a big kid and I have such good memories of Halloween. Oh, you're a friend of Meow. Okay. All right. Well, guys, I won't do it right now, but when I get off of here, if you are subscribed to me, I'm going to subscribe right back to you, just so you know that. We have been doing pretty good. In the last 4 days, we've got like 5 subscribers, and for us, that's pretty good. Man, what is going on with this computer? Wow. Okay, this thing has got to quit doing this. Oh man. Hold on a sec, guys. I gotta go into the live again. It's acting really stupid right now. Okay, go to live chat. All right. Now here we go. Now I can actually see everything. We are making you famous. You know what? You just might. You just might. I've got a good feeling, guys. Me and my nephew were monetized one time. A little over a year ago. You literally subscribed to me. Thank you, Maria. Muchas gracias. Oh yeah, I believe you. I believe you. Um, guys, that's the thing, right? You can be famous on YouTube. It's just, it might take some of us longer than others, but you can. Now, I like to sing, right? And what I've learned is that social media is a huge part of even making it and selling songs on Spotify. So I sing I like the 50s, like the oldies, and I sing country. Um, there's a few songs I can do by Red Hot Chili Peppers. I sing a little bit of everything, you know. But the problem um, is I can do a cappella, singing without instruments. Um, which is, I hear people say that it is a weird thing to say because your body is an instrument. Your larynx, your all this stuff in here. You are a walking, talking instrument. Um, I think there's like 1% of people who are tone deaf, and they will never be able to sing because they can't. They don't know rhythm. They can't hear it. Which is I feel so bad for that. But rapping is something they might well do. That's something, guys. If you find out maybe you don't have the greatest singing voice in the world, or just a good singing voice at all, try rapping. Have you ever tried to? Have you ever heard an Eminem sing? Now, not knocking Eminem because he is the goat right now in rapping, but singing wise, no, 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 no. But he was singing about his little girl, and it was really sweet. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't give a shit if he sounded good or not. I'm singing about my daughter, bro. That's what he was doing. So, yeah, he did what he could, and it takes cojones to sing in front of people. And when you can't sing good, well, he's got a daughter, and and he just wanted to show the love to her by, he was singing about her, and I think that was sweet. Eminem he's a cool cat. He's a good dude. He is a good dude. Now, even though he's the goat of rap right now, I will admit to you that you know Tupac Shakur, that is my favorite rapper of all time. I don't even listen to rap anymore, to be honest with you. I'm 49, so my taste is changing. But I appreciate rap as an art form. Now, do I consider rap to be music in my own opinion? I don't consider it to be music. I consider it to be an art form. Uh, you know, different strokes, different folks on the way they, their opinions about everything. But I give rap my utmost respect. I do. I actually can rap, but yeah, I'm just not really into it anymore. You know what, meow? I'm looking right here. It says 10 minutes ago, new subscriber, meow. Thank you so much. You don't know how much I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, Elliot the goat. The goat, man. That's what I'm talking about. Confidence. Yes. Elliot. You ever seen E.T. the extraterrestrial? E.T.'s like, Elliot. I love that. But thank you guys so much. We're up to 60 subscribers, guys. You guys are amazing. But believe me, guys, I'm going to put everything I have into this, and I will make this channel. We will make this channel work. We'll make it work. I was monetized once with my nephew, and I'll do it again. I'm not going to get into how it happened because it was a stupid reason, but we lost our channel. We lost the channel. And so we're starting back from scratch. In 1 year's time, which is that's all you have anyway, a little less than a year, we were monetized. But like I said, talking like this it's slowly becoming a thing of the past. People still like it, but it's just not the big thing. So yeah, I can't wait to show you guys some trail cam footage. We'll react to some things. You guys give me some ideas what to react to. I'm definitely going to be a newbie. I don't do music. I don't want to get into that because it's just too much copyright stuff, and I don't know, but if there's anything you guys want to talk about, and it doesn't matter, to me, what was it? The movie The Crow? He says nothing is. I can't think of what it is. Kind of like I don't know. Nothing's not important. You know, pretty much is what he was trying. What he was saying. Let me see here. If I ever do, guys, what I'm planning to do is we're going to keep this YouTube channel going no matter what. Now, like I said, I can sing, but I don't want a band or nothing like that. I just want to sell it online. And once I get some copyrighted music, with the background music and stuff like that, I'm at least going to throw a song in here for you guys for free to listen to. Uh, Now, I am no Frank Sinatra, but not my style anyway. But Frank, he was the man. He was the man. He could sing his ace off. We got VNAE. Why so? So let's see, VNAEY. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. Plus 10 subscribers for Meow. 10 subscribers. Oh my gosh. You wasn't messing around. You're trying to make a guy famous. Trying to make a guy famous. The lights you guys see right here, that flashy light, everywhere, that is a Halloween light from last Halloween. I actually learned that actual grown-ups do go trick-or-treating. Now, we live out in the sticks. So I'm not trying that. Now, this is not the most woke place in the world to live. People aren't as open to things, so I wouldn't probably do that in a small town. But in Arkansas, in the state of Arkansas, it is completely legal to dress up and go trick-or-treating. I mean, I don't see what the big deal is myself. I mean, I do see that there are some bad people in the world, right? And they could use that as a way to get to kids and things like that. But for the most part, it's not going to be a thing, so it's like, and your parents are always going to be there with you to keep an eye on you and protect you and things. I would just straight up roll over somebody if I saw them messing with a kid. Yeah, my chair goes 6.5 miles an hour, and with me in it, we're talking about 600 pounds. That's over the weight of 2 NFL linebackers. So I hit you, you're going to go across the yard. So yeah, I love kids. I live with my nephew, my niece, my mom. I am a mama's boy. I'll admit to it. But honestly, these days, with the way you guys know, I'm preaching to the choir on this one. The economy sucks. It sucks ass, and we're just trying to live, right? And so living together, it's not a bad idea, y'all. Not a bad idea. It's a very good idea, in my opinion. That is. Ask you guys a question. Do you like stand-up comedy? And if you do you have a favorite stand-up comedian? Some people don't like stand-up comedians because they joke about things normally we don't joke about. Like they joke about things in the comedy theater that you're not going to joke about on the street because you're going to get punched in the face. Probably. So there's certainly, that stuff stays. It's like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens in the comedy club stays in the comedy club. That's even been one of my dreams, to be a stand-up comedian. But it's kind of become a thing I've kind of put on the back burner. I've changed my mind about it, but I do love stand-up comedy. I mean, you think you like abortion, you talk about spousal abuse, all the things that you would not joke about normally, When you go in there, that's where everybody can just let down their hair and just chill. No judgment. If you don't like what you're hearing, there's the door. You can walk out the back door, and you don't have to listen to the guy anymore. But I would suggest this: if you go see stand up comedy, please go in there with open mind, because they're going to say some things, and one of those things is going to piss you off, or it could make you cry. So just be prepared before you go in there. I lived in Arkansas, and there's a town called Lowell. There's actually a comedy club, probably hour and a half from here, something like that. But singing is my dream. Singing and having a monetized YouTube channel. Make some new friends, you know. Um, Thank you so much, guys, for the subscriptions. That's just cool. That's cool. That's the bee's knees, yo. Um, I was looking at 50s slang, and like if you want to say something was cool or that's really neat, you could be like, "That's the bee's knees." It's funny. They call each other. They'd be like, "What's up, Daddy-O?" I don't know. I love country music. It's like in my heart because I'm a Texan. I was raised up in Texas. My dad was a singer. He was a truck driver. A lot of my life is like a country freaking song. It really is. But the 50s music, oh my gosh. Have you ever seen the microphones they sing with? Tiny little things. Tiny little things. No auto tune. Just, I'm like, where are you from Venus or something? How can you guys? I really wish that they would stop using auto tune. I really do. I'm not against people having their dreams come true at all. I want people's dreams to come true. But either you can sing or you can't. When you sing, your job is to sound good. I know auto tune can be just there to, adjust some things a little bit, tweak it. I guess the only way I can see that auto tune is acceptable to me is as the listener of the song, you get more enjoyment out of it if everything is right on key, your tone's right. I get it. I get it. But it just, you listen to those guys back then and you're like, they didn't have that stuff. They had wires. There was no wireless microphones. They just sung a song. They went up there, they had their band and they just did it, I don't believe that we can't do it still. If people try hard enough, you can sing just as good as people back in the 50s. You just have to put your heart and soul into it. You really do. Like when I sing, what I try to do is I try to put myself in that person's place on that song, in that situation. And I really try to, okay, picture that's me. I'm there. That's me. And you just try to lose yourself in that. So yeah, guys, there is all kinds of cool ish coming. Believe me, guys. 10 subscribers for Meow. Man, that is awesome. Now, just to let you guys know, I don't really, I don't like to talk about racism, politics, or religion on here. Just because it's such, or even honestly, we can talk about sports a little bit, but even that can get heated. We all know that sports can really cause. There's been fist fights, probably deaths from fights about sports. I am not really much of a sports fan. I'm a guy's guy, but I just don't. It's just not my thing. You know, shooting guns. You know, drive, RC vehicles with my nephew, and I love to go out and just sit out there, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the nice weather. Um, if I would have a favorite sport, it would be basketball. Though, back in the day, and I mean back in the day in the '90s, like '93, right? I remember being down at the city park. I got 23 nothing but net shots from the free throw line and never missed. So I do think if life would have went maybe a different direction, that I could have. I felt like I had a natural talent for it. Um, but I'm just do what you're good at. And if you have a dream, even if you think you can't do it, give it a shot. Try it out. Now, I don't believe in people telling their kids, well, you can be anything you want to be, because I don't believe that's the truth. Um, and I'm not trying to break any hearts or anything, any little hearts, because I love kids, but it's like, I don't know, if you say, like if your kid is 5'2", and they say, you know what, I'm going to be faster than Usain Bolt. No, you can't. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. That is a 6'100" Jamaican man with 10-foot legs. You can't do it. You just got to know what you can and can't do. I'm not going to win a marathon anytime soon. I'm in a freaking wheelchair. So no, anything is not possible. But there's a lot of things that are possible. There's actually so many things that are possible if you just look around. You'll be like, okay, this is a good replacement for what I originally was dreaming about. I know this YouTube channel it's gonna blow up. I can tell. People like you, coming on here. We've been steadily growing every single day. Things are growing, more subscribers, and I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm gonna buy more. I'm gonna buy a lot of funny masks, horror masks. We'll take you guys to the zoo, or I don't know. If you can't tell already, I have ADHD, so my mind's like, woo. So, but yeah, we're gonna have some fun, guys. If y'all hang in there with me, just bear with me. We're gonna make it. Now it's me that I do the lives pretty much. My nephew might come in sometimes. It's just not really his thing. He wants to be a gamer, a professional gamer, pretty much. Or not a professional. He just wants to do gaming on YouTube. If there's any questions you guys have, though, I'm used to just yakking, because this isn't my first rodeo. I can sit here and talk for 5 hours straight about just stuff. Because, when you first start a YouTube channel, there's nobody there sometimes. And you have to learn how to bring out that used car salesman and just talk. And just talk about things. And just pray that somebody comes on and it's like, hey, as a lot of you probably, my first subscribers were my mom, my nephew, my niece, sister, stuff like that, which is pretty commonplace, but it's something. But yeah, I don't care if you want to talk about, I got a hole in my sock, do bigger stuff, I'm I'm open ears for you guys. If you want to vent about something, you can vent to me. I know sometimes, guys, life is not fun. Life can really just be an a-hole sometimes, and sometimes you gotta have somebody to vent to, just to let the load off, And not everybody has that. Not everybody has family. There are people they have literally no family left. They're all that's left. And so that's I vent to my mom. I have anxiety, depression, Tourette's. I have a lot of stuff like that. And now, I know there's a lot of people out there on YouTube now who are faking things, and that's really annoying. Um, it's like I said, I have Tourette syndrome. You have the involuntary muscle jerks, or you like your eyes blink a lot. When I'm stressed, or if I'm really stressed, really happy, really sad, strong emotions come into my brain, you're going to start seeing those ticks. That's what we call them. You know, uh, I'm one of those guys who, literally, like literally, uh, you know, I can mark out a lot of things, and I can show you proof. Yeah, I got this stuff. So, but I think you guys would believe me. I don't believe in lying to people. I think I believe in karma. What goes around comes around. And being a liar, and I've done it before when I was younger, and it's just not a good thing. Now, if if it's something that's going to keep somebody out of tears, if it's something that really is just BS, it doesn't matter what that person said about your friend. It just you definitely tell that person, that's my friend. Don't talk about it that way. But sometimes, what is it? It's better to deliver a small lie than a painful truth. And I didn't come up with that. I think it was Teddy Roosevelt. I think it was Teddy Roosevelt. I think, and it's true sometimes. You got to out. You got to weigh, right? Is it worth it? Is it really worth? Is it really worth it to shatter somebody's feelings? We're talking about trauma. Well, I'm talking about mental illness, maybe, and other things. I have PTSD, Tourette syndrome, anxiety, depression, IED, which is an explosive disorder. Now, really, really bad kind. Like, I might get mad and yell at some people every now and then. But the other kind of ID, there's two types. There are other type of ID, you will kick your dog across the yard. That ain't me. Just so you'll know, I ain't violent. You know, trying as hard as we can to make you famous. Well, you're doing great. You're doing great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Uh, I'm just an average Joe. I'm just. Uh, I would say I know there's a lot of liars on YouTube saying I have this, I have that, and it's total bullcrap. I know that. But yeah, I'm not average. Well, I appreciate that. I would say for all the crap that I have to deal with in life, and everybody deals with something. I'm not alone in this, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, I feel bad for me. I would say I'm doing pretty good. I do have a medicinal marijuana card. Okay, and I do like I don't know, 6 to maybe 8% THC gummies every day, and I can't tell you how much that helps. That helps you with your anxiety, inflammation. The fact that it's ever been illegal is just stupid to me. I'm sorry, it really is. I mean, they used to have this stuff next to heroin and stuff. It's a plant, guys. You know, it's a plant. Yeah. Here's a joke for you guys that I heard from somebody. Okay. What is the last thing you want to hear if you are sleeping with Willie Nelson? I'm not Willie Nelson. That's the last thing you want to hear. Yeah. You thought you were sleeping with a star. No, no, he just looked like Willie Nelson. I will get my full group to like you. Oh man, VIP membership of me. Oh me meow. Oh man. Well, you rock. You completely rock. You're awesome. But I don't take this for granted, guys. Believe me, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do everything I can to entertain you guys and just keep bringing more and more entertainment. Um, the little channels, it's really getting up there. I'm surprised how much it's growing as fast as it is. Um, Now, trail cam footage and reaction channels are at the top of the list. Well, they're up at the top of the list. Now, who's getting the most? People that sing like angels. Yeah, they're probably getting the most. You know, but I do sing and I sing pretty freaking well. But I'm that's something I'll mess with later. With my anxiety, I get stressed out. So if I overload myself, which I was doing lately, I was like I'm in there singing, practicing my singing, trying to practice my head voice, all these kind of different things. And I'm doing YouTube, and I'm like, you know what? Let's do one thing at a time. Slow down, Beavis, because I'm a very hyper man. So we're get this channel going, get this stuff growing strong, and then we'll mess with the music stuff later. Um, Thank you so much for getting everybody to like them. I appreciate it. And like I said, I know you subscribed. I saw it right there. And when I get off here, as soon as I can possibly get to it, I will. Yeah, I will. I will return the love. Say that much. That YT love. And I noticed, really, there's a lack of that. But this right here, this is awesome. You know, this is what it should be about. This is what it should be like. People, just showing love to each other. That's how you grow. We're all in this together. We're on the same, platform here. You know, and hey, is there anything that you guys would want to talk about? I can sit here and talk forever. Yeah. But what do we got here? We got 8:47 Central Standard Time here in Arkansas, and we've been live for 37 minutes, 38 minutes. Okay. But as far as I was talking about the THC gummies, but I don't smoke. I do not drink alcohol. I try to eat properly, um, as much as I can. Right now, it's hard because grocery prices. You get a lot of processed crap. You get a lot of processed stuff. What we do a lot of times is I'll buy like 4 roast. Right, these things are like 9 pounds a piece, and we will like have one like a week. So to get some protein going on, vegetables, things like that. I'm past the partying stage. I could be high off my rear all the time, but I don't want to do that. For one thing, if I was on here right now, I wouldn't know my from a hole in the ground. So I got to be and talking to my mom, my niece, my nephew, my sister, and her future husband. They actually live 200 feet next to us. So yeah, Maria Camacho. I like that name. Camacho. I like that name. My favorite food is Spanish food, Maria. I'll tell you that. Now, just because I'm by the name, I'm going to say you're probably Spanish, or like I don't know if there's a difference. Like there's I know like some people, like I've had Mexican friends, they refer to themselves as Mexican. In Spanish, I don't know the difference in those two, or is there really even a difference? I don't know. I don't know my history that good, so. But anyway, yeah, I love Spanish food. Oh my gosh, I love it. Yes, give me a taco any day of the week. I could live on tacos. Genius Bullet. Well, hello, Genius Bullet. How are you doing? My name's Tony. I'm glad to meet you. This is just a chat, talk with each other live. Um, see, I'm good too. I'm good too. Yeah, uh, got some subscriptions tonight for some folks, and that's always a welcome thing. Um, Now we have like there's a lot of videos on here. There's close to 500 videos on here. So if you want to check out the channel more, check out the playlist because there's a lot of videos. Uh, you're from us. All right. Well, you don't got to say that. That's all right. If you want to, you can. Great manners. But you don't have to say that. You can just call me Tony if you want to. You ain't gotta say that. Now, I got the yeah. It's yeah. I'm getting up there, guys. I'll be 50 years old. Is well the next September. No, I meant to say USA. Oh, okay. Yes. Yes. I'm from the U.S. Genius. I'm from the state of Texas. I was born in Fort Worth, Texas, in 1975. First two friends locking. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's crazy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how I say it. Yes, sir. America. But you know what? I was talking a while ago about, my favorite food being Spanish food, and in my mind, my mind goes all over the place because I have ADHD. But you know, um, the whole thing. I want to just hit on this for a second, and I'll get off of it. I don't like to talk about serious stuff too much. Sir, what's favorite movie? Oh man. Um, okay, Lost Boys. Lost Boys. The vampire movie that had Corey Haim and no, Corey Feldman and I can't remember his name right now. I'm having a blank. Yeah, yeah, was it something Haim? Was it Corey Haim and Corey Feldman? Were they both two Corys? I can't think. But yeah, I love that movie because it's got some spooky, like scary kind of stuff, but it's also got the comedy mixed in with it. I love that. Yeah. But Mr. Feldman is still with us. Uh, Mr. Haim is not, unfortunately. So rest in peace to Corey Haim. Um, Shrek. Yeah. I know people that just can't stand Shrek, but I think it's freaking hilarious. It's a great movie, and I'm 49, so like that a lot of that stuff came out a while back, and I love it. As you can tell, I don't know what your favorite holiday is. You can tell me if you want to, but mine is Halloween, as you can tell from my shower curtain, and well, I got the lights going on, but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I know I'm in the bathroom, but it's kind of like the only place I have to go where I don't annoy people, and it's got good acoustics. Uh, no, I was married for 5.5 years, but that was man back in 2005. So, and I did have stepkids who, you treat like your children because, you love them. The only good thing that came out of that marriage was being able to spend time with those kids. That woman, oh my word, I ain't even gonna go into that one. She's the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are. Devil in disguise. Makes me want to do that song. Elvis. She was like the devil, man, I swear. Ugh. That woman was mean. Okay, bye. Glad to talk to you. Peace. Thank you for coming on. It was nice to talk to you. Man, all these likes, got subscriptions, got the hearts going on here. Thank you so much, guys. Holy crap. Well, guys, I am so excited. I'm like a kid in a candy store. Um, so it's the 29th. There's 31 days in the month. On the 1st, I'm going to order instead of my 11-inch uh, Chrome Chromebook Lenovo laptop, I'm gonna get a 15-inch HP. I don't know if it's touchscreen or not. 64 a month. To me, that's quite a bit of money because but it takes money to make money. I can't download. Like I bought the adapter, right, for the fat SD card that goes into the trail cam, so I plug the adapter and the SD card into my little laptop here, and it says it does not. This device does not support that action. So a little friendly word of advice: if you want to buy a Chromebook to have, to watch YouTube videos on, maybe play some cheesy games, do a little bit of YouTube editing, it's all good. But there are a lot of things that it can't do. It's still going now. It's been a trooper. We've had this thing. I've had this thing for years. But it's 11-inch, 11.6-inch screen. I'm at 15, so that's gonna be amazing. I don't have to use my Samsung 15 or my Samsung phone and my laptop to do everything. I can just do it all on my laptop. The reason I don't go live on the laptop is because it makes this weird freaking sound, like a loading sound, like this horrible, like I don't know what it is. It's like a dying cat. I don't know what it just sounds horrible. And if you are a headphone user, I don't want to do that to you. I would like you know, for you guys to be able to keep your eardrums intact. So I just do that out of just respect for you guys. Another friend liking. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Whew. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I don't forget things. And believe me, I'll be showing the love back. Yeah, definitely so. When I get off of here, what I'm going to do is probably, I'm going to, yeah, well, for sure, I'm going to write this down in my notes, my Google Notes, and give credit where credit is due. So, Meow, can I ask you, how long have you been on this road we call YouTube? How long have you been on this adventure? We did maybe a year and 3 months before the channel. We lost the channel. I don't really want to get into that because it was a stupid reason, and then I feel dumb for it happening. It's kind of sort of my fault. Nothing bad I did. It wasn't even nothing against the rules. Just yeah. One of them things that happens, right? But you just got to get back on the horse and just keep riding that bad boy. So, and that's what I'm going to do. And as long as people like you keep coming on here, we definitely going to make it. And I want you guys to know, I know, people act like, some people act like, some of these YouTubers act like, well, oh yeah, I've been working so hard. It's like, you've been working hard, yes, but without a fan base or or viewers. I don't viewers. Let's say viewers. I don't want to say fans. I'm not famous, but uh, actually, I don't ever. If you want to be a fan of mine, that's cool. But you know, viewers. I like that better. Uh, well, there goes that thought. Uh, yeah, I had a thought and I freaking lost it. Brain fart. When you turn 49, you're gonna have more of those. Just let me tell you that. Yeah, that was my thought. Yeah. Without you guys, there is no channel. There's no channel. There is no success. There is absolutely nothing besides me talking to an empty chat. That's what it is. So without you guys, YouTubers would not make it. So thank you so much. That's I gotta say that. I gotta give you your thumbs up, on this because um, I'm back. I want to tell you something. When I saw 0 likes, I was sad. Oh, well, thank you for being so so concerned about it. But please don't be sad. But I appreciate that. I wanted to make things because you have a great talent. Well, I appreciate that. I really do. Um, I've got a lot of things going on, but I do feel like I'm a people person. Like I can, I'm not a bad guy to know. But I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm sorry that you were sad about it, but I appreciate you being, emotionally, concerned. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, it for a while there, man, it was rough. It was really rough. Um, but I went through the same thing last time. It's 2025. I think we probably lost our channel 2018, maybe 2018. I can't quite remember. Um, yeah, it's called What's Up and Fam. Uh, it's What's Up in capital letters on the first, and then not AND, but just and symbol, and then FAN. If you go and look for that on here, uh, you'll see this face, and there's a lot of good videos in there. It's not going to help me if you guys go in there and watch them, but there is some entertaining things on there, and it'll give you guys an idea about what we used to be like. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the smiley faces and all that stuff. But yeah, we were monetized at one time. We had merch. We PayPal. Still got PayPal. Still got PayPal. I did have Cash App and something else in there. I took a few off, and it's just PayPal. So I got that. So down the road, it's going to be a little ways, but yeah, get some donations going. But yeah, if there's anything I can do for you, to help you with the channel, let me know. Um, I used to do shout outs like they did back in the old days, kind of like sort of like on the radio, like where you'd be like, well, you think this person's awesome, so you call the DJ, like, hey man, can you play my friend this song? I would just, it's kind of the same thing, but on YouTube. I just share out your link. I think I actually want to start doing that again. Maybe not do any shout out videos, but just at least share your link. Um, so people can click on it, they can know about you. I might get back into shout out videos. I don't know. Um, Shout out videos, it's a nice thing to do, but I don't know if it's really a thing anymore. Besides me, honestly, I didn't see many people doing it. And I think that was part of the reason I did it. Part of it, most of it was just I wanted to help people out, you know, but but no, the likes are so appreciated, so well appreciated. Um, um, Meow. My sister and niece would love this. And my nephew, he's got a cat. He's got a cat named R2, after R2D2, the android on Star Wars. Big old boy. He's like he's 17, 18 pounds, something like that. He's a pretty good sized cat. We have a full grown cat, and his name is Kitten. It's like calling a big guy tiny or a tiny guy, saying, "What's up, big one?" It's kind of like that. He's not a kitten. He's a grown cat. But Meow, do you have any animals? We have two cats, a tortoise, guinea pig, and a dog. Yes. And my sister has chickens, and they're over here all the time, which is fine with me. We have wildlife. We have deer, raccoons, all that stuff. You got about seven of them. Okay, all right, all right, nice. Hey, that's supposed to be the lucky number, right? So I mean, hey, that's all good. So I live in the state of Arkansas. I'm not going to say what town because there's one person that just absolutely does not like me, and I think I finally got rid of him because I kept reporting him. But he's the only one that I just wouldn't want him to know things. But um, I live in Arkansas. Do you mind telling me what state you live in? Um, yeah, I live. It's like upper left part of Arkansas. That's where we live at. But you don't have to say. It's just conversation. Like I said, I was born in Texas, Fort Worth. So we're, yeah, 8 hours or 7 hours. Well, no. We moved recently, so yeah, about 8 hours from here to Fort Worth, Texas, something like that. I will say there is definitely more tornadoes in Texas, as you probably would figure, being out west and everything. But what's weird is like Arizona, they really don't get that many compared to Texas. Really not that many. But yeah, as far as where we live like a mile down a crappy clay dirt road. But it's nice. It's nice. It's peaceful. We have just my sister and my future brother-in-law live up like 200 foot that way, and over here about 250 feet is another neighbor. But they stay to themselves. I've never even seen them on their back porch before. That's how much they stay to themselves. So, to each their own. It's what it is. Um, Now deliveries, like sometimes we will order groceries from Walmart. That's actually the main place we order from, and they come out here. One guy came out here with this little racer car, and I'm surprised his car didn't die trying to come out here. There's a lot of potholes. It's not a place you want to bring something low. Um, so and that man literally walked 100 foot up the driveway just to give us our groceries, and we had quite a bit that day. 7 cases of water, and each case had 40 bottles of water in it. So yeah, I wanted to give him $100 bill for a tip because I was impressed. I was like, "Holy crap, bro!" Yeah, I lived in Arkansas, Texas. I did live in Oklahoma one time for a little while, maybe a year. Um, yeah, Oklahoma. Yes, I did. Just trying to think about anything going on lately. Um, trying to think. So I am on SSI. I'm on Social Security. I am in a wheelchair. I've been in one 15 years, muscular dystrophy. But I did have a job. I did have a job a while back. So I've had my share of jobs too, you know. So you don't know that take time to like all your videos. Jeez, oh my gosh. Oh man, you ain't gotta do that. Jeez, just you being here is just brightens my night. I was gonna say day is night. You're amazing. Well, believe me, I will be visiting you. So let me see here. Uh, what is the picture on your thing here? My eyes are horrible. When I turned 48, my eyesight started going to crap. It looks like a little gentleman. I'll have to get my glasses and maybe look at it later. Or not maybe, but yeah, look at it later. There we go. Cool. Zoom this thing back down. I got to do all kinds of weird tricks and stuff this computer because it's oh man. Sometimes like it'll literally get like 20 black little dots and it'll just freeze. So I got to shut it down, start it back up, and that goes to show how good Chromebooks Chromebooks are. Now this is a Lenovo brand, but this thing has been to you know where and back, and it's still kicking. So Lenovo is a good brand, I would say. Now laptops usually don't make it as long as desktops. They just usually don't. It's kind of the way it goes. It does depend on how you take care of it as well. You know, but still they're not going to make it as long as a desktop. Reminds me of a story I heard about TVs. Somebody said that flat screen TVs, the smart TVs, make it just as long as the old ones. And I'm like, I don't think so. I imagine maybe you've been to a Goodwill or to a flea market or something like that, or you've looked on eBay. There are freaking TVs from 1960 that are running like champions right now. So no, no. We have lost two 32-inch Rokus in literally a month. So yeah, the Roku made it quite a while. It made it quite a while for a flat screen. I would say it made it. It did its job. Um, yeah, the second Roku was mine. So yeah, I watch YouTube on my 11.6-inch laptop. That's what I do. I decided to go retro, so I'm not gonna like I had a 50-inch TV before, and I sold it for music stuff. But what I want to do is they have these. You've probably seen them. I don't know. I don't know if you're a Gen Z or not, but it's like you can get a DVD slash TV combo or a VHS TV combo. So that's what I'm wanting to get. It's only a 13-inch screen, but I'm going to put it like right into my bed. I'm going to have my old school PlayStation, um, not 94, 93, 94, 92. That was my heyday. That was back when I was raising Cain and going crazy and getting drunk and throwing people in pools and, there wasn't much to do in the 90s. I think it's why we were so crazy back then. Us Gen Xers, you know. Yeah, we'd have a pool party and it was in ground. And at the end of the night, like every piece of lawn furniture would be in there. Just all kinds of stuff. We were nuts. Uh, had a good time though, man. I'm telling you. It's one of those parties like that you would want to be at. Every weekend when nobody was there, just me and my sister, we would just have a blowout. And I actually had homeschool and was done with it. Yeah, I never went to high school for because of that reason. I graduated early, but I had plenty of high school friends. I was right around their age, so I had a lot of fun with that. Well, Meow, I'll be liking all your videos as well because what goes around comes around, like I said before, and that's the way I see it. 9:14. Trying to think here. Do you have you ever or have you recently played with an RC vehicle? Or like I don't know, like I'm not gonna ask your age and all that kind of stuff. Um, how about this? What generation are you? Are you a Gen Z? Now, if you're like younger, you don't have to say anything at all. Okay, just you don't have to say this. But I know a lot of people give Gen Z a lot of crap. And I really just makes me mad because my niece and nephew, he's 22, she's 19, they're Gen Z, they're wonderful, wonderful young people. Um, it's just a different time. It's a different time. Every generation's different. And it's yeah. I honestly feel bad for Gen Z because I mean, you know, yeah, not gaming. What is up? Welcome to the live stream, my friend. Um, we have, I don't know how long I'm going to go live. We've been on over an hour now, but we'll stay on a little while longer. Um, well, not gaming above you is Meow, as you can see, hitting up them likes, and we've got a couple subscriptions tonight for sure. It's been a good night. So yeah, hour and 7 minutes and 28 seconds. That's how long we've been on here. So not gaming. I want to explain a little bit to you about the channel since you've never been here, and unless Meow, I don't know if she told you anything about it, but right now we do the sporadic upload, and then we do the lives like this. But I'm about to do trail cam footage videos and reaction videos. So if you hang around with me, you're going to see some fun stuff. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. I promise you that. We actually were monetized at one time a long time ago, and that just yeah. And unfortunately, something happened to that one. Oh, we'll kind of leave that one in my head because it makes me feel I don't know, but it's okay. Obviously, amazing people are still around, coming in, checking out your videos. So, you know, channel's doing good. I hope y'all's channels are doing good as well. Um, but yeah, I will definitely go back through here. And so, yeah, I'm not gaming. And anybody who has subscribed, I will subscribe to you back. If you've liked, I'm going to like. What goes around comes around. And just karma. I believe, if you want to grow your channel, you got to show the love. It's you don't. I mean, you don't. I guess you don't particularly have to if you're a selfish person or something like that, right? Or you're just like all about you. But you're gonna have a hard time unless you're like Beyonce starting a channel or something. You gotta have to give back. You should want to give back. That's the thing. I know there's a lot of trolls. There's a lot of bad people in here, but there's a lot of good people in here as well. So always remember that. Um, Sometimes it's hard. You start to lose faith in humanity a little bit, society, and And when I see, the love like this being shown, it's like, oh yeah, there's still a lot of good people out there. 919. All right. 29th. All right. And, all right. But if there's anything you guys want to talk about, we can. Now, your video, or your not your video, your channel says not gaming. Um, is that like a joke, like you really are a gamer and this is not gaming, or you just don't like gaming, or you're not a gamer? Because it's like calling a big guy tiny, or or a little person big, and you know it's there's a word for this and I can't freaking think of it, so I apologize. you know yeah. Yeah, I've oh my gosh, man. I mean the things that I have forgotten from school, just it sucks. I'm 49 now, and wow, school seems like it was 100 years ago to me. I had elementary school for a while, regular school, but then I went to homeschooling. And honestly, homeschooling, if you have the time, um, and you yourself are, you're pretty smart. You can. Some people can't teach. It's just the way it is. I have ADHD. I can teach you certain things. I can teach you how to use wood tools, how to shoot a gun. I can teach you some things about YouTube, but I cannot teach you science. I can't teach you math, especially. Um, you know, we all have our things we're not good at. But to be honest, it's better to be homeschooled if it's easy on the parent, because you think about it. What if you have 30 people in a classroom and you have one teacher? Do you think every kid in that class is going to get the attention they deserve and need? No, they're not. No, they're not. Uh, so when you do that, it was my mom. She was teaching me. Dad was a truck driver. Rest in peace. And yeah, all the attention is on you. So you actually get to learn more. But having ADHD, a lot of those things I've forgotten. Um, and yeah, it's crazy. I can remember stuff from when I was like 3, but I can't remember something from 10 seconds ago. That's so messed up. Life has a sense of humor, let me tell you. Yes, it does. Yeah, the light. I bought this light on Halloween, and to the left of it is a purple one. You can't see it, but I don't want to mess up the. I don't want to be jangling the phone everywhere, mess up the pictures for you guys. Yeah, I paid. I think was it 20 something for the curtain behind me, but it's really cool. It's a Halloween one. I wish, like in my mind, Halloween's like every day. I do wish Halloween was not on the day it's on. It wasn't during cold weather, because it's like, I don't know. To me, I remember being a kid, and things were safer back when I was a kid. It might be dark's getting pretty close, and I remember, it's getting dark pretty quick. You're walking down the road, right down the middle of the freaking street. You just watch for cars, but leaves are blown. It's like it's springtime, beautiful weather, and like that's the way I would like to do Halloween. You know? And I'm sure a lot of kids would probably agree. I mean, you got to think about it like this. It's not called Samhain anymore. It's not. We aren't keeping the traditions here. All this stuff started, being about people's crops and stuff. It's about people dressing up and eating candy now. That's about it. So I don't see why we couldn't change it. But I do wonder. I do wonder. I do wonder. There's got to be a reason why they're keeping it like this. Either it's because they don't want to make people mad about the whole, I don't know, tradition thing. Is because really we don't. Yeah, originally things were a little different. I mean, it was kind of the same, but not. Kids would they would build big bonfires, right? Uh, and things like that. Kids and just all kinds of crazy stuff. But yeah, just to me, Halloween seems like a warm activity, nice weather activity. I don't know, but costumes can be hot. I will say that. Like if you have one of those masks that has an elastic strap in the back, you're probably gonna be you're fine. You know, but if you have a full like you know what do you call it, like LARPing costume, or you got a furry costume on or something like that, you are gonna sweat to death. So for that reason, I would say no. They wouldn't be good for warm weather, but I don't know. Yeah, I love Halloween. Just good memories. Good memories. So we got one on here, and I know who that one is. Well, I'm pretty sure that's Meow. That's Meow. Oh, good. Oh, Meow, you are awesome. I'm trying to see if I can. Well, I'm trying to see if I can really. If I can get to your channel right now. Have you ever had it when you go live, even if you have live chat on, and you don't get a live chat back, like you don't see all the words that people wrote? I hate that. It sucks. Hmm. Yeah, I don't get this. I don't understand why it's not. Let's go this way a little bit. Wait a minute. Let's look at this here. What is this? Hello. What's it doing? No, there we go. One second, Meow. I'm checking something else out here. All right. Okay, Meow. Right now, I'm on your thing. There is you a subscription. All right. I got you. I told you I would. And make sure this is muted so I don't want to play your video because that wouldn't be the right thing to do. We got dancing. Don't mind me. Wait, is this Roblox? This looks awesome. 6 likes. Now you got 7. So I might not like get to like everything tonight, but I eventually will. Okay. Um, 3. There's your 4 likes. You have 9 subscribers. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will have my nephew, if he's willing to, subscribe to you, and you can get another one. So I like your channel. I like your channel. It's cool. This is nice. Yeah, good videos. 2, 3 likes. All right. So I'm gonna come back out of this. I just wanted to get subscribed to you. I didn't want to mess up and forget or something, or just I don't know. I didn't want to mess up because you showed so much love to me. So, but I got you now. 5 likes. Wow. Wow. I think this is the most likes that I've ever gotten in one setting here on this channel. It's, of course, this is the only one we got now, but I mean, I have other channels, but we're not doing anything with them. 9:29 Central Standard Time. Been going live for an hour and 20 minutes. Chaos awakens. Yeah, I couldn't see that little dude at first, but yeah, I'm thinking there's a lot of games that are coming out all the time. So, but I think that's Roblox. If I might be wrong, but it looked pretty cool. But I will be back showing more likes. It's about 7. Okay. Now, one thing I do have to tell you about the channel is like, I don't do moderators. Even my nephew asked to be one, and I was like, no, because YouTube can be pretty messed up, and like, what it is like I I would definitely trust you, but it's just other people you can't trust. I'm sure you've seen it where other people copy other people's channels. I've had somebody come into my old channel years back, and I had a blonde rocker wig, right? Just for jokes. And somebody came on with my face and that rocker wig on. So you got to be careful. And so this ain't my first rodeo. So it's not that I don't trust certain people to be a moderator. It's just I feel more comfortable just handling business myself on that part. So holy 63 subscribers. Wow. Just wow. Wow. You guys are amazing. The likes. Oh, the subscribers. Thank you so much. Yeah, your boy's definitely going to be showing the love back. If you I wore a black. It's a Jason mask, but it's black. So it's not really like the original one, but like the shape and everything and the holes in it are. But if there's like I'm planning on getting a lot of wigs and scary or funny, mask and stuff. If you have any certain mask or anything you'd like us to get, just pick a video, put it in the comments. I'll check it out. I'm always on the channel checking stuff out, so I'll see it. And maybe you have a certain character, superhero, supervillain, just yeah. It the clown. That's creepy. Whew. But I do like me some Stephen King, and I've got a video. This says, "What is your favorite Stephen King movie?" I would say, as far as a nostalgic feeling and just a sweet movie and a cool, fun movie, is Stand By Me. Now, that's not a horror movie. The only thing on there it's more sad than anything. If you've never seen Stand By Me by Stephen King, I urge you to watch it. It will bring back nostalgia. It'll give you a nostalgic feeling, even though me and you probably weren't around then. I'll just say that much. I'm not going to give anything away. So, yeah, it was a movie that was, I think, made in the 90s, I think, but it's set way back, a lot further back than that. But a very nice movie. Misery. Oh my gosh. There was the guy, he's a either a poet or he writes books. He got caught in a snow embankment in his car and he was stranded. So that's the start of the movie. So you could just imagine how far Stephen King is going to go from there. I cannot give anything away about that movie because that movie, ooh, yeah, it's yikes. It's savage. It's savage. So okay, I imagine you seem pretty young, or but anybody plays video games. I mean, I know 40 some year olds that play. I know I've played Roblox. I love the animation. I think it's crisp and it's colorful and it's fun looking. So you might not be, real young, but um, I was talking to a lady. She was probably in maybe 25, and I was talking to her about movies and things. And when you're 49, like right now, I don't feel 49. I feel like I'm still in my 20s. But life has a way, age has a way of slapping you upside the face sometimes. Just like a two or three things I mentioned, and she looked at me like a deer in the headlight look. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know what that is. And I'm like, oh, I forget. I'm over twice your age. So not good on the old confidence. Not a good confidence booster, but it's all right. I have a person that comes in, a care coordinator. She comes in, being in a wheelchair, and I got things going on. She just comes and checks on me from time to time, and checks on my well-being, my welfare. Um, and but she's really cool. She loves horror movies like I do. Got a nose ring on the left here. I got the tongue piercing. Now in the '90s, I did get my tongue pierced. I still got the whole Kruger though on her. And then yeah, and one time I went through this gothic phase, and I had like 7 freaking earrings in one ear. That left ear. So long time ago. Long time ago. I remember cruising to a Marilyn Manson concert. That's back when there's a song called "Sweet Dreams," and it ain't sweet dreams. It's like nightmares. It should say, "Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree?" So it's something like that. I don't. Yeah, I can't do him. I can sing my butt off, but I can't do any Marilyn. He's just. It's just too different. I am not a shock rocker. I can't. I'm not really a rocker. I can sing some Leonard Skinner a little bit. That's about it. Well, okay, C3 on there, but yeah, you guys keep hanging on, keep hanging on. A matter of really quick, you're going to be seeing some deer, some animals on the trail cam. Now, the way a trail cam works is this. This trail cam takes 8 AA batteries, most of them do. Or you can just plug it in and it can just stay on all the time. But 8 AA batteries will last you literally up to 3 months or more. Um, and the only way it does this is because it only takes a little video if there's an animal present within the 80-foot radius, going forward. Width-wise, you're maybe 40 feet. I don't know. But yeah, it'll go up to 80 feet. So now, if it filmed all the time and it was constantly filming, those batteries would maybe make it a day. But yeah, it's an energy saving thing. And yeah, 40 I think 40 frames per second, something like that. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm curious to see. Now, at first, we're gonna have this trail cam, at my sister's house. Something is coming, and it's, let's just say it's taking her chickens away. Put it that way. Try to be nice about this here. It's sad, you know. They're to her, they're her pets and their way of getting eggs. So hopefully we'll catch the culprit. It could be an owl. It could be a raccoon, what I call a raccoon. It could be a coyote, which we have those. There's a lot of things it could be. It could actually even be a fox. I've never seen a fox, you know, but foxes are they're very elusive creatures. Coyotes, or they're elusive too, but they come out there in their packs and they're like doing their yipping and their howling, and all that crap. So we're just trying to figure out, is it a neighbor dog, or like what's doing it? What's taking the chickens? So she bought it for me for my birthday. So I figured only fair to let them use it over there first. So there's going to be a chicken coop, and you'll see some animals at night. You'll probably see some. Um, you could see some possums, raccoons, deer, coyotes. Probably not, unless they're the ones that are taking some chickens. The weird thing about the situation is it's not that cut and dry. At night time, they put the chickens in the chicken pen, but sometimes a lot of the chickens, or some of the chickens, want to go off in the woods. So far, you don't even know they're gone, and something gets them. And I love animals, and I hate to see that. I mean, it's a chicken, but you know, to be fair, we stay in eggs, they stay in eggs. They don't hurt anything. They're good animals, and I hate to see things happening to them. So hopefully we can catch what's going on and call the animal control people, uh, or just I don't know, bang some pots and pans. I don't know what. No, I don't know how to get rid of them. I don't know how we're gonna get rid of them, because we're not gonna shoot them. We're not gonna kill an animal. We just got to figure out a way to get them out of here. Um, so they have so many chickens. I don't know if they know some are missing. If they do, um, I would say put a fence around the actual cage itself. A big old chicken wire cage around, or a fence around the chicken coop itself. But so, that'll at least keep a dog, something like that, from getting them. Now, an owl, yeah, it's not going to stop an owl because they can fly. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and get off here so I can get some sleep fairly soon. Um, Meow, thank you. I did subscribe to you. I like 3 videos. I'll see if I can get my nephew to subscribe to you as well. Your 9 subscribers, see if we can get you up to 10. So I'm going to return the favor. So my saying that I say is peace, love, and Pringles to you. That's what I say. Peace, love, and Pringles. Peace out, meow.